And now we're in the final zone. And yeah. Eggman loved the Death Egg so much that he was like, what should I do to reenact my revenge against that blue hedgehog and his two-tailed friend? Screw it, I'll just make another Death Egg. Funny thing about this though, I don't know why I'm waiting until now to mention this, but the whole plot about this game is that the little planet is like returning to Mobius again and all that, and basically Eggman used this opportunity to bring back Metal Sonic from Stardust Speedway Zone, and also engulf the little planet into a new Death Egg, which is kind of screwed up, but yeah, there are a couple of like team. Well, actually no, I think this is the only team up boss. Like this would have been cool. It would have been cooler if there were more of these kinds of team ups in the game. Like you had Eggman and Metal Sonic teaming up against you. It would have been cooler if there were more of these kinds of bosses, in my opinion. But yeah. Also, I like how you can't hurt Eggman, so it's like, why don't you just use this on all of your machines? And again, he's showing his power of the orb. I guess you can make the argument that this is where some of his attacks in Heroes comes from. I guess. That's really up to speculation, but whatever. And yeah, I mean, it's not... I do prefer Death Egg from Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because that was more of a level. This is basically just, not necessarily a boss rush, but... Well, kind of, but the bosses... Well, two things. The bosses are original, and there is a decent amount of level before the bosses. But the thing is, there's no... I don't think there's any bad mix, and there's just a bunch of springs and spikes, and it's basically just the whole anti-gravity gimmick, or not anti-gravity, but the whole gravity gimmick from the Death Egg Zone is like back in full force here, and it can be a little bit like sickening to some people, I'd imagine, but yeah, it does look pretty cool. At least I think so. But yeah, it would have been a little bit nicer if we had like little elements from zones from Sonic CD further showing us that the Death Egg is inside the little planet, or the little planet is inside the Death Egg Mark II or whatever. But oh well. And now we have a Sonic CD race, but this one's so much easier. Like, it's pretty pathetic, actually. And watch me lose after I say that. You can cheese this race by just going into the 69 form, but I want to at least give it my effort. Give it some effort. But look, he doesn't... Metal Sonic doesn't even try to attack you in this fight. And it just makes it so much easier than the one in Sonic CD. And he got owned. You know, you'd think that after like trying to do this in Sonic CD, he wouldn't try doing this again, but yeah. And it's worse this time because that door was electric. And now we're at the final boss. I will say I really do like the way this level looks, like the lighting on the characters and all that, and I don't know, it just looks really nice. the music is a lot better than the final boss theme in episode 1. It's still not the best, it's still not the greatest thing ever, but it's still alright, I suppose. And then you get a barrier and some rings. And here we go. Yep, I don't know if this boss... I don't know what this boss's actual name is, but I would just call it like the Death Egg Heart or something like that, because it is shaped like one. And it just has these little will things or whatever they are. And yeah, basically what you have to do is just use your flying move and fail like that. I don't know what happened there, but you just fly up, you hit him, and then this happens. Now, the reason why doing this fight with Supersonic is a little bit annoying is because, like, when you hit him like 2 times, I believe, or something like that. Yeah, he does this move, and basically what that does is, well, I think eventually it will start breaking platforms apart, and you also get more lasers appearing and stuff like that. But when you're playing as Supersonic, it's gonna make your rings drain like no one's business. Like you're gonna have to watch that cutscene, and when it's done, your rings are gonna be depleted a lot, which kind of sucks. Yeah, playing with Supersonic on these bosses isn't really the best idea, unless you want that achievement. I mean, there are some ways to cheese it, but I honestly don't remember any good strategies right now. I do remember doing it though, but it's like, you have to do... It's kind of like you have to not get hit, so you still have 50 rings for a while, and then for the last couple of hits, then you turn super, or something like that. But even then, that's easier said than done. But yeah, it's not the most difficult or exciting final boss, but it's decently challenging for what it is, and the music's a lot better than the one in episode 1. Again, and yeah, it's fun enough to fight, but again, it could have been a lot better, but oh well. At least they tried something new. Yeah, now the place is starting to crumble apart. It doesn't make it too much more challenging, but still. Oh, fail. Come on. We should be done with this soon. I don't exactly know how many hits he takes. Oh gosh! Can't get a bit close right here. Oh gosh. Okay, good. He's done. And that's the end of the game. Endurance race. Okay. So that trophy you get by playing the entire game and never going to the world map. So just keep going on. Keep pressing triangle to go to the next act and all that. So it's basically playing it like a classic Sonic game. And yay! Those escape pods just happen to be there. Oh man. And now we're at the ending. I do really like the Sonic 4 credits medleys in both games. Like how it's medley of all the Act 1 themes and all that. I don't know, I like it. Well, not, I don't know if they do Death Egg Mark 2, but it's most of the themes. And no, I don't like how unrewarding this ending feels. Like, the Death Egg Mark 2 was just exploding, now it's just, it looks totally fine. Eggman's pretty much just shutting the place down. So what, are we just led to believe that Little Planet is just doomed to be engulfed in this thing for all of time? That's kinda screwed up. Oh man. I don't know, like minus the kind of lackluster ending, I do think that this is a massive improvement over episode 1. The levels feel much more original, so it feels a lot more like a sequel, but there are still a lot of things I do prefer in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like, it's Sonic 3 just flat out is a much better game than this, but I do appreciate that they tried here. Like, there's a lot more, there are a lot more things that are original in this game. I do kind of like the whole team-up aspect for Sonic and Tails, and the level design is pretty fun throughout. Like, there are a couple duds, like, I'm not too big on Act 3 of White Park. Act 2 is fun, it's fun enough, but again, I kind of wish that it wasn't so automated. The music is like kind of 50-50 on me. Like, I really like the melodies, but the instruments they use are a little bit questionable sometimes. But yeah, I really love things like Sky Fortress Act 2 and the Salvania Castle music. Oil Desert Act 1 is pretty good too. And oh yeah, of course, Metal Sonic's theme as well. And yeah, just in general, this is a much more it's a much better sequel than episode 1. It's still not worthy of a sequel to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like they don't have the cutscenes between the acts or zones or whatever. The level design isn't quite the level of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It's getting there, but not quite. The music's pretty good overall, besides like some instrument choices, and like, you know, Red Rings, I kind of wish they gave you like a extra level or some kind of bonus, like maybe you get to play as Knuckles or something cool like that. But oh well. What else can I say? Like, it's a pretty fun game. Playing it with multiplayer, I don't really have much to say about that because I didn't really bother playing multiplayer on this game that much. From what I remember though, make sure you don't play with someone that absolutely sucks at a Sonic game, because otherwise you're just gonna have a lot of headaches. But yeah, pretty decent game. Still not a worthy successor. But in its own right, it's still a pretty good game, I'd say. So yeah, if you're a fan of Sonic and you haven't played this, I recommend giving it a shot because I think it's a really enjoyable game through and through. There are some things that I'm not too big on, like the Eggman fights could be a lot better, and again, Act 3 of White Park isn't exactly thrilling, but other than that, I think this is a pretty good Sonic game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now with Sonic 4 in general, that's probably gonna be it, because at this point they pretty much cancelled Sonic 4 Episode 3, and if they bring it back at any point, we'll have to wait and see. But at this point, I honestly doubt it. Like, I highly doubt they'll make it Episode 3. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but only time will tell. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the Sonic 4 playthrough, and I'll see you guys next time for whatever happens next for the weekend LPs. So yeah, see ya.